So I'm David Mackler. I'm one of the co-founders of IPQUALITYSCORE, and I also serve as the Chief Technology Officer. Yeah, great question. So we actually had an affiliate network in the past. So we've been, in affiliates' shoes before, from the network side all the way to the publisher side. And so we understand, the pain points of managing compliance and fraud in the industry. We were in the incent space, actually. So really, extra hardcore fraud in that space. We had to come up with our own tools, just nothing was working for us at the time. And our tools were kind of so effective that other advertisers started asking us, can we use your tools? Other networks were asking if they can use our tools. And so we just spun it off as its own service. Yeah, definitely. So IPQS is currently around 60 employees. We're based out of Miami, but have employees in Michigan, really all over the country. We're really just trying to stay at the forefront of fraud and make sure that we're staying up to date with fraudsters, just to make sure that we're making advertisers and networks' lives a little bit easier, so they're not surprised by, reversals and chargebacks at the end of the month. They have a good grip on, which publishers are sending quality traffic, which publishers they need to maybe limit a little bit more, even sub-publishers as well. They can see that data. Yeah, we love Affiliate Summit. We've been coming here for over 10 years. It's really a great place to meet everybody in the industry. So publishers, networks, advertisers, and everybody in between. Everflow and all the tracking platforms are here as well. So really great to connect with our partners and just kind of see what's new in the industry, where it's going, and, hear things directly from people in the industry. Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, there's obviously, a few choices for fraud prevention in the industry. Really it comes down to a few things like, accuracy, pricing, flexibility. We try to be the best in all of those categories. So making sure that even the more sophisticated bots that are out there, we're able to detect those accurately, and we're keeping the false positives down. The last thing we want to do is block legitimate traffic. We understand how much that affects EPCs and ROI. So really we're trying to let the most amount of traffic through, but make sure we're stopping the bad guys. Yeah, so things that are keeping our clients up at night, that would be things like residential proxies, bots, especially human-like virtual devices. So we're seeing fraudsters try to always emulate and look like a real user. So they may be in Eastern Europe, in Asia, but they're going to come in on a US IP address, maybe a residential or mobile connection, and try to blend in like a normal human would, moving their mouse, doing like real signals on the landing page. But our tools are really good at detecting that behavior. So if we're deployed on the landing page or just even in that click funnel to score the IP address, we can detect that behavior in real time and even block it out. Yeah, latest fraud trends in the industry. This is always changing, but I'd say at the moment, it's really those residential proxies. This is like fraudsters coming through on a Comcast cable connection, AT&T, Verizon, something that looks pretty natural. The fraudsters are always trying to blend in as much as they can these days. And so that's really where our detection kind of outperforms others in the industry. Yeah, definitely. We've actually have improved bot detection that we recently launched. So this helps us detect automated behavior, non-human behavior on the landing page, any type of click fraud that's coming through the link. So we can kind of sit in between the link or directly on the landing page and just filter out that bad traffic in real time. So even if you're sending that traffic to an advertiser, it doesn't necessarily need to go to that advertiser. We can redirect that in real time. Yeah, actually, Everflow is a great integration for IPQS. It's pretty much one click. So publishers or networks can add their API key in real time into the Everflow platform. There's a section for kind of third-party integrations. Once you have that in there, you can just set your strictness level, how strict you want to be with filtering traffic. We have a default setting that will make sure that we're not too strict, not creating too many false positives, but we'll get all the VPNs and proxies and bots out of your traffic. And you're pretty much good to go. Then you can start seeing some reporting and stats on the data coming through. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're really always trying to stay up to date with the fraudster trends. The fraudsters are smart. They're always trying to get smarter and more capable. So, really, we have a dedicated R&D team that is just always looking for new bot software that's out there, new residential proxies that are and botnets that are out there, just to make sure that we're detecting them accurately. Yeah, I mean, I think right now, there's a lot of campaigns that might have a little bit tighter budgets at the moment. And sometimes that's from, a little bit of lack of compliance, a little bit of lack of fraud control. And so as networks and advertisers bring in a little bit more compliance, a little bit more fraud management into their campaigns, I think those budgets will start to expand again, on, as they get a little bit of a better grip on quality. Yeah, great question. I mean, I think a lot of the traditional players are still performing well, like pay-per-call and Nutra and even some crypto and home services. So kind of like the usual batch are still performing pretty well. But then we see others pop up, like dating even has some interesting players right now. So it's still a pretty wide, broad industry out there. Yeah, absolutely. So, especially if you're an Everflow client, it's very easy to use IPQS. You can either click a link from the platform in Everflow, or you can come directly to IPQS.com, sign up, and you'll get a free API key that you can plug into Everflow, as well as a free trial.